Hi, my name is Pavel and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you want to improve your chess skills, this video is definitely for you. We will cover a great game of former world chess champion Alexander Alekhine and took a very nice lesson how to play chess, how to make our position better step by step, how to break down the counterplay of our opponent, and a lot of questions that you definitely need to know the answers to improve your chess skills. Let's start! Alekhine played against Lasker with white color, d4, d5. They went to a very classical line of the Queen's Gambit declined. I don't want to cover a lot on opening theory because it's not our goal. Our goal is to feel the strategy of this game. So bishop c4, knight d5. For sure black wants to trade some pieces, they have less space and that will be good for them to have some trades. Takes on e7, takes knight e4, just trying to avoid the trades of knight. And even after knight f6, Alekhine decided to play knight g3. e5. Black's idea is to unlock the bishop on c8. Maybe that's not the best move in the position, but still it happened. Castle, e takes d4. Here e takes d4 was also good. Alekhine decided to jump with the knight firstly, and after queen d8 to take with the knight on d4. Knight f5, bishop b3. And basically in this position, Lasker took a serious decision. He played bishop takes f5, knight takes f5. And what we can say about this position, strategically it's interesting, for example, to see that after queen takes d1, rook takes d1, this position is very dangerous for black. What is the reason? First of all, the bishop is more powerful than the knight here. And basically, we have 4 pawns against 3 on the king side. Besides, black have 3 pawns against 2 pawns on the queen side. And because the game will appear in the long term on the both flanks, the bishop will be more useful than the knight because he is more mobile piece and he will take influence on the both sides. Besides, knight can't do it like this. He can play only one direction. And white's plan is clear here. They want to go like f4, e4 at some moment just to have the idea to create the passing pawn on the e line. And basically they want to take more space because if they will take the fields out from these knights, they will be more passive and this position will be even better for white. So really dangerous position for black, and that's why Lasker decided to avoid this. Maybe g6 was better to play right now, just because after takes, black ready to jump to d2 to have counterplay. Their king is closer to the center, so here maybe the situation is better for black. Knight d3 can be with some ideas of the counterplay, but Lasker decided to play queen b6. And the point is that here Alekhine started to play really in a great style. And this queen is a bit far away from all other pieces, and especially the king. So we see the starting of the disharmony between pieces of black. And basically it's very important. The first move Alekhine did queen d6. Very nice trick. Just because we want to force this knight to go out, and we want to improve the position of our queen. For example, if black play rook e8, I can go knight e7 and then take on e5. So that's why Lasker decided to push the knight back to d7, just rook d1. Also a good move, but white wants to conquer the d line completely and make their pieces even better. Rook d8, and here queen g3. Again a nice move. First of all, we want to avoid this tension between the rook and the queen. Secondly, queen started to treat the king side. And we are forcing black to make some moves with the pawns from the king, so the king will become weak, more weak than he now. And maybe at some moment we can jump to d6 square with the knight. Our knight is basically very powerful. On f5, the knight can cost even like a extra pawn, so giving a positional advantage that we can convert in the material like an extra pawn, for example. And basically the queen on b6 is very far away from the king. Imagine that the queen, for example, can be transferred to the g6 to block everything. This position won't be so bad for black, yes? So g6, Queen g5. Again, personally, I really like such moves. What is the idea of queen g5? At some moment, I can go queen h6, queen g7. So just to force black to take g takes f5, and maybe I will unlock the g line and go there with the rook. At some moment, I'm taking the knight on f6 on target. Seems that the knight from d7 can't go out, he needs to protect. Maybe at some moment I will have the tactics to take on d7. So this move improving the position of white, making the queen position way better and makes black less choice what to do and how to play. Very good positional understanding move. King h8, trying to avoid the tension between the queen and the king. Knight e6. Right now I'd like to take on f7. King g7 seems very natural. And here again a great move e4. It's again showing us a beautiful positional understanding of Alekhine. First of all, he wants to conquer more space with the e5. Take the knight under attack. Support the knight of him. And the second idea is that he makes the third rank empty. So it can be a rook lift, a really nice chess trick that can help you to continue the attack. So knight g8, what was played? I can say that Lasker here, he didn't defend that much well, but for us that's maybe even good because we can be more impressed from the Alekhine game and take his ideas. Rook d3. So the rook is coming, maybe to f3, maybe to h3. To f3 is the idea to take more influence to the f6 pawn. And here Lasker made like a final mistake. So he played f6. And after knight f5, king h8, here Alekhine found a beautiful combination. You can basically press stop here and try to find how to checkmate black's king, because the combination that was played in the game is really impressive. Again, we see that we have too much pieces in the attack. Besides, black have only really two defending pieces in the near to their king. If we will count the power of these pieces, attacking versus defending pieces in the pawns, we will see a big 2-3 times difference between this map. So it seems that we are pretty ready to the final tactical trick. And the queen, the very important thing that the queen is completely switched off and the queen can't help to the king. And Alekhine played queen g6. And after this move, Lasker resigned. What is the reason? First of all, I'd like to go queen g7 checkmate. And this like the thing that you can't prevent without move h takes g6. But the king starts to be too much open. Rook h3. The only one right now is knight h6. And after rook h6, it's a checkmate. Because my knight handles this square and my bishop handles this square. And I'm attacking the king. Magnificent combination. Really very nice game that I really like so much. So we learned from Alekhine game how to make the position better move by move, how to shut down the counterplay of your opponent, and we took a great positional lesson that will be useful for your own games. I hope that you enjoyed this game with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will remind you that if you want to work with me on chess, you can go directly below the video to the link.